Hi everyone, Jay here, and today we're going to be talking about a way that you can start practicing to begin changing your critical self talk. This exercise is meant to be practiced over a long term and require several sessions to really be impactful to how you practice self compassion. But it's vital that you continue to practice and that you try because that's really how we just get better at things. Self compassion is always like a muscle, is what I always tell people. You don't go into a gym expecting to pick up a 50-pound weight. It's your first time in the gym. You have to continue trying and trying and trying, going with smaller weights and kind of working your way up. And so, step one with how to change critical self talk is just begin to notice when you're being critical of yourself. Take note of the words or tones, the phrases, and etc. that you use with yourself. It's easy to be critical, but it's sometimes more difficult to notice when you're being critical. So, just try to notice how you kind of interact with yourself. The goal of this step is simply to get a sense of how you talk to yourself and when you're criticizing yourself or being negative about yourself. You have to be able to confront the reality of it, and that's going to be difficult because it could bring up a lot of intense emotions. So being gentle with yourself, and even in this process, is going to be important. Step two, begin to talk back to the critical voice in your head. Don't take on the same critical voice that is already in your head, and this is normal. You want to be nasty to it and be rude and to tell it to go away or yell at it back when it starts saying negative things about you. But instead, tell the voice that you understand that it's nervous, or it's scared, it's anxious, it's worried that it'll get hurt, but that's causing you unnecessary pain, and ask the voice to allow your compassionate self to speak for a few moments. Finally, on step three, work on reframing the observations made by the critical voice. Put them in a more positive perspective. Perhaps this will help with when you put it in the voice of the unconditionally compassionate friend. How would a friend respond to you in this moment if you were sharing these things? Or how would you respond to a friend if they were saying these things right now? Beginning to kind of work on that voice is going to be really helpful and really impactful for your journey of self-compassion. For instance, if you feel horrible for something mean you said to a friend, don't allow your critical voice to have full control in your mind. Let your compassionate self take over and say something like, I know you made a mean comment, and you feel bad about it. You thought it might feel good to get that off of your chest, but you just felt worse after. I want you to be happy, so please think about calling your friend and apologizing. It will feel good to make up with her. You can even pair this positive self-talk with loving physical gestures, like stroking your arm or giving yourself a hug. However you do it, engaging with this kind of positive self-talk will be helpful to start being more kind to yourself, which will eventually lead to genuine feelings of warmth and love for yourself. Thank you and have a great day.